Hello there, welcome back. Today is 1999. I'm going to try and keep these Hobby Street videos a lot shorter, and I'm going to be doing actual painting guides for everything else. But today we're going to be continuing with Fisto and his two guards. I started the day off by painting some eyes, so I got the eyes out of the way before I did all of the skin. As I said, there'll be a guide to how I did each step. I'm just going to keep this short and sweet, but after I finished the skin, I then went ahead and moved on to the blue areas on the guards. That didn't take too long whatsoever, and I'm quite happy with the results and the way they came out. Once that was done, I then went and moved on to the silvery part, and I was so close to finishing today, but unfortunately I didn't have enough time. But they are so close to the end, it's just really the base to finish and Fisto's hair, and they'll be done. Pretty happy with the way they looked. Kind of glad I also took some time to do these guys instead of more Marvel Crisis Protocol stuff, because I really do like these models. I think they're very well done. I also sprayed up one unit of the Men-at-Arms from the Bretonian Old World starter box. Today is 2000, and this Juggernaut is never going to stop. I'm going to finish off the Motu stuff, and I'm also going to start this Star Wars Shatterpoint Count Dooku set as well. First thing I did was highlight the bases for the Motu stuff. Got that out of the way as quickly as I could. Although the eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that big blob of grey that's on Fisto's hand. I did go back and sort that out. I didn't notice it until I actually voicing this video, so that was quite a shock. While that wash was drying, I went ahead and started the Star Wars Shatterpoint stuff. I'm not going to go into detail here, because again, I'm just going to put another painting guide up, so I think that's probably the easiest way to go for me. But today I was just jumping backwards and forwards between Dooku and Jango Fett, working on their cloth and getting that out of the way before I start any of the actual metals. And once the base had finally dried for the Motu stuff, I went ahead and I painted the indicator, finishing them off finally. I should be releasing a video today for the paint guide, hopefully, fingers crossed. So if you want to know how I painted those, you can check that out. And then I went back to work on Jango Fett and Count Dooku. The last thing I did was put a wash on Count Dooku. It was just using a soft tone, and sadly, that wash meant I couldn't really do any more today. Plus, I only had about 5 minutes left, so it wasn't really worth trying to start anything else. I'm very happy with the way the Wave 5 Motu stuff has come out. I really hope you do check out the painting guide if you do want to know how I paint them. I hope you enjoy it. And these guys, well underway, hopefully should be finished maybe Thursday. Although with my prediction skills, it's probably going to be Friday. Today is 2001, and I'm going to continue work on this Shatterpoint group. I start things off by painting the metallic areas, because I need to get that out of the way first. It's going to take a wash, it'll take a little while to dry. So then I moved to Count Dooku and continued work on his cape, getting that out of the way, until I was finally able to continue with the metallics. After that, I continued work on Jango Fett and sorted out his backpack and started work on his blue areas. And while the inevitable wash dried, I continued work on Dooku by starting his skin. Sadly, that was all I had enough time for today, but I think I'm on track for getting these guys done by Friday. Today is 2002, and work will continue with the Star Wars Shatterpoint guys. It's just going to be Jango and Dooku today, though. First thing I did was finish off Jango's backpack and get his mask out of the way. And then I continued work on Count Dooku, starting with his eyes, and then finished off the rest of his flesh. After that, I did any leather or pouches and things like that on Jango Fett. And then I finished the day off with Dooku's cape. There wasn't much progress today because I didn't have as much time as I normally did, but I'm quite happy with where things have gone, and they should be finished by tomorrow. Today is 2003, and obviously I'm going to continue with the Star Wars Shatterpoint guys. I started to work on the Magna droids. Are they called Magna droids? I think they're called Magna droids. I did their cloaks first to get that out of the way. That way I could let the washes dry with plenty of time. And while that was drying, I went ahead and finished off Count Dooku's cloak and his lightsaber. While I was doing the cloaks as well, because Dooku's beard and hair is grey, I thought I'd get that out of the way at the same time. Then finally it was the minor details like the eyes and the little circular light on the Magnadroids. And then I was completely out of time. I actually went overtime today, but I did finish off all the painting. I just need to do the bases. And the last thing I did was Dooku's lighting. Lightning, sorry, not lighting. There we are. Annoyingly, I was so close to getting them all finished, but I didn't. Oh well, never mind. Bases are quick. Won't take long tomorrow. Today is 2004, and I'm finally going to get these guys finished. A day late, but they're going to get done. All I had left to do today was the bases, and if you want to see how I did that, I did a painting guide that should be up on the channel right now as we speak. I think I put it up, well, from the time of recording, it'll be going up today. As ever with atomic mass stuff, they're really fun to paint. I absolutely love painting these models, and I'm trying to get the backlog for Star Wars Shatterpoint and Crisis Protocol out of the way so I can start buying some more. As it's a Saturday, I didn't really have as much time as I normally would, but thankfully these guys done, dusted, video got recorded and went up, so I got to start the next project, which is a very scary Bretonian army with lots and lots of models to paint. I kick things off by starting to paint some of the areas that will eventually be black with some abandoned black. Unfortunately, I didn't get time to do many. I got about 5 or 6 done, but it's a start, and next week is just going to be all Bretonian all the time. The Deathwing Assault Box also arrived today as well, and I'm super happy and super stoked to get stuck into these bad boys. Today is 2005, and I'm going to continue work with this Bretonian Men-at-Arms unit. Yesterday I finished off the black, so I could just start straight away today with some Dryad bark. I'm going to be painting mostly brown and a little bit of silver today. I won't get as much done sort of progress-wise, but I am painting 18 models at once. So I painted any brown leather and the weapon shafts with Dryad bark. I managed to complete that whole task. But when it came to the silver, unfortunately, I only got about 3 or 4 done. Again, it's the main problem with batch painting, is it really doesn't feel like you're making much progress, even though you are making quite a lot of progress. Next week will probably just be this, to be honest, sort of batch painting this whole Men-at-Arms unit. I'm going to try and get them done as quickly as possible, but I also don't want to rush it because I want them to look nice. And there we are, that's all I managed to get. You can't really see, it doesn't really look like I've done much at all, but the black's all there and the silver has started. I'm pretty happy with this week's progress, however, 2 painting guides done, 2 units done for various games, and of course the large task of painting 18 guys in one batch will be, as I said, the main focus of next week. Even though it's quite a large task, I'm still pretty excited about it because I absolutely loved Bretonians way back when I used to play fantasy, and I'm so happy that they're back and I can finally actually get that fully painted army that I've always wanted. So, if you made it this far in the video, thank you very much for watching. Hope you think about giving us a subscribe and a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.